Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk to you about something happening in the One Piece verse, and by that I mean more than just a card game. You know, the manga, current events, all that stuff. And I do want to say I'm gonna give you a small spoiler warning for this video. I am gonna discuss some things that are happening in the manga. Nothing crazy, just little things that will lead to something cool possibly happening at One Piece. But yeah, this warning, if you think it's too much, you want to skip this for now, come back and watch and see if I got it right. If not, please enjoy the video. So now, as you have seen, Oda got a hold of the emo plushie, and he's been parading it all over the place. And the pictures he's been taking with the emo plushie have been quite interesting. And at first it seemed like cute and innocent, but now it's like getting, it's intensifying, right? So he took Emu to the aquarium. He had another close-up of Emu at the aquarium, staring at the fishes. He put Emu in front of a shark. He put Emu inside the shark. He put Emu next to Brook's guitar. And then he went to Costco and he put Emu between two skeleton decorations for Halloween. But a lot of people are having some discussion over these because, all this is in the ocean. So they're theorizing that Emu, maybe it's a fish person. Fish person. And another thing is that he might have given us some hints on Emu because they're putting Emu next to the fish guitar that Brook has. And Brook also is a character that has some relation to it because when he got summoned into the island during the time skip, it was one of those summoning circles. Same like the ones that Gorosei came out of. And also the skeletons. I don't know what any of this means. If you guys want to watch actual theory crafting, please, check out Tekken and Ohara. They're awesome. But yeah, that's what I'm seeing. That's what I'm taking. And then on a later picture, he put a picture of Emu at his desk. The desk where he draws One Piece. So what's interesting about this is that there's a lot of art and panels that are half drawn in this desk over here. And that's a lot of interesting stuff. The one that caught most people's eyes is this right here. That is a design of Emu, or so it looks like it, right? Because it is the same exact shape as Emu, the same, little phallic shape. But yeah, you see this person, you can't tell if it's a man or woman. It's wearing a white dress and a red cape or cloak, or some red and white kind of dress outfit. It has the crown at the very top, and it has a sword. So Emu, sword carrier confirmed. But yeah, and this one is right under that panel of the Gorosei when they got, transformed. So this could be a big hint that we might see in the future. Then lastly, the last two things I posted was Emu drawing the manga. So now we guys know, Oda is actually Emu. Yep, we spoiled it. And then the last picture is kind of like a contest giveaway announcement, but yeah, Emu's still at the desk, right? Now, why am I posting this on when I normally talk about One Piece card game? And that is because at the promotional video for One Piece card game OP13 Inherited Will, they haven't revealed to us the last card. Now, we know it's Emu based on the leaks. We know it's Emu because it just makes sense. They announced right before Worlds that it was going to be Roger, Sabo, Luffy, Ace, Bonnie, Emu. So, if they guessed the Roger, we already got the Bonnie, and well, we kind of knew it was going to be Luffy, Sabo, Ace for the anniversary, right? Why wouldn't it be, right? It has to be Emu, and also they're going to show probably Gorosei cards in the very near future too. And then also, we got a reprint alt art of Marijoa, the stage, in PRB2. And we're getting another Celestial Dragon card, and they got an alt art in the special collection folders. So, okay, yeah, we get the Emo card, cool. But is it going to be more than just the blob? It is very possible that it might be more than the blob, but let me show you this first here. So in the trailer, they show the card, and then it shows everything will be revealed at One Piece Day. Pretty tame, innocent. It's going to be about the card game. Cool. And just to give you a 100% accuracy guess that it's going to be Emu, if you see closely in this picture here, maybe that one too, you will see that down below, there's going to be Emu silhouette. And that was during a little static impact frame thing that happened during this promotional video. So it's gonna be Emu. It's not gonna be Saturn. It's not gonna be Rock's Tisabak. So you guys, please don't come at me for that, please. It could be possible that one workaround to not revealing Emu's identity in the card game could be that the base card could be the Blob, and then the alt art could be maybe Gunko, because we already know what Gunko possessed by Emu looks like, so it could be that, and you can easily just say that's Emu, and easy, right? Because we have had Bon Clay as Nami, and it is still a Bon Clay card, so it could be that. But all of these posts by Oda about Emu, like, I don't know, I feel like it's, a little bit too much of a coincidence that we're getting all this. We're getting this. And also, in the manga, as of 11:55, we had the most Emu action I think we had in a very long time, because Emu has been interacting with Roxy Sebek. And I don't think that flashback is over. I think there's more to it. And we still got one more chapter before the One Piece Day. So we see here, we already had 11:55. We go on a break, that's fine. And then 11:56. This is gonna be like October 4th, I believe. And then One Piece Day, and then break from a holiday week, I guess, and then another chapter. So it could be, hear me out, that we get maybe not a full reveal, but if it's a full reveal, it's cool. A closer look at Emu's identity on what Emu could look like, maybe more details to the character, perhaps. Very possible that as some dramatic plot point, that say the flashback is happening right now ends, and it ends with Emu being the last panel in that chapter. Cinema, right? But yeah, that's gonna be a potential thing that's happening for 11:56. Or they could also be giving us a small hint of the Emu in One Piece Day, and then 11:56 could be the actual reveal. Who knows? We don't know. But as for One Piece Day, they're gonna have a stage and they're gonna have presentations, right? They're gonna talk about the live action and then the card game. And they do say the card game, they're gonna have new booster pack Carrying on His Will cards revealed. Now this matters because it's gonna be more than just Emu. Right now, the cards they're showing us on the official X account are not the greatest. We got a Sunny-kun that's like kind of lame, and a Haruto that's like eh. And it leads me to believe that they're holding out on posting all the black cards for this set because they have to do with Emu, and it's gonna spoil things. So it is very likely that they're gonna do like this special trailer where they're gonna show Emu, the card, and they're gonna show the character card, and they're gonna show the Gorosei and their alt arts, and at the end of that trailer, they're gonna show the alt art for the Emu card and the leader showing a more detailed look of Emu, or possibly Gunko, because it's a possibility, right? But I think we're gonna get more than just a blob, and it is possible we're gonna get a little more of a glimpse into what Emu looks like, because we're already getting it here. We're already getting that's everybody's complaining and yelling at me that, hey, Diego, you can't, they're not gonna skip the manga. Right, they're not gonna jump from the manga, they're not gonna spoil it, right? Because the manga's gonna do it first, and they're gonna show it after at One Piece Day. Or they could do a little hint, and do a detail, and then do it in the One Piece Day card reveal, right? Who knows? But it is possible. It is gonna jump the anime, and that's fine, because they already did that before in the past. We have gotten King's face reveal spoiled for the anime, because it was manga showing the face for King, then the card game, and then the anime. So we have a precedent, and people told me, oh, we don't even have, Elbaf cards. Bro, we're literally getting an Elbaf card at One Piece Day also, so think about that. But yeah, no, this is sorry for ranting off on this. I think there's something that's really cool that's happening, and it's so big brain of Oda, Toei, Shueisha, Bandai, whoever, all the powers that they're organizing this in a manner that we're having all this Emu activity everywhere, and to have timed this, it's just crazy, right? So I would definitely not be surprised if we have more than just the blob revealed at One Piece Day. Everything will be revealed at One Piece Day. How much is gonna get revealed? We don't know. We'll find out then. But in the meantime, guys, do please, give me a subscribe on my YouTube. Check out my socials on Facebook, Instagram, X, all that stuff. And yeah, let's see. Let me know in the comments how you feel about this. If you think it's gonna be happening, or what degree of info we're gonna get at the One Piece Day stream. And oh, I'm sorry. Before I end things, I do want to go on and say so you guys know the One Piece Day stream is gonna be at this time right here, so you guys know. So Japan is ahead of us in time. It's gonna be August 10th, and the One Piece card game part starts at noon. So there's gonna be our Saturday at, I want to say 11 Saturday at 10 or 11 p.m. EST. So please Google with your current time zone, make sure it's correct. But yeah, the stream starts at 10:15, but the One Piece card game section will begin at noon. So again, 10 p.m. on Saturday EST. But please go ahead and check with your Google time zones and stuff. But yeah, anyways, thank you guys for watching. Thank you for watching me rant about Emu and see what could possibly happen in the very near future. I'm very excited for it. I think it's super cool that we're doing this. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.